Hey everyone, alright, quick update about the new Among Us update that came out, yesterday. The reason I couldn't upload a video on it is because, one, the servers are all down on my phone, so I can't access any games or, just do anything about it. Second is because it was just way too early in the morning, so I couldn't get a video out with anyone, so probably this weekend, possibly, I will get my friends online and we will all play together, hopefully. I can't make any promises. So this update included the Cosmic Cube, which is basically a new way to unlock skins, and the new roles such as the Scientist, the Shapeshifter, the Engineer, and the Guardian Angel. I can't wait to play with all of these. So anyway, let's get back to what we're mainly here for, the Wendy character guide. As we celebrate the day the First Great War ended, we also have to celebrate the day that two twins were brought into this world. Happy birthday to Wendy and Abigail. So, as always, a character guide is underway, so let's not waste any time and just get straight to it. As always, we start in the compendium, where we look at her stats. She sits at 155 health and hunger, and 200 sanity. And so we'll just start off with a perk. Is haunted by her dead sister. When you spawn into the game, you are given an item known as Abigail's Flower, with the option to summon. If you do choose that summon option, you will be given Abigail Abigail's spirit will come out. She is your dead sister, and she will begin at 155 health, right? Now, but she can actually level up her health. But before I explain that, let me explain what Abigail can do naturally. Her damage modifier depends on the kind of day. It's 15 at daytime, 25 at dusk time, and at nighttime 40 damage. And she causes an area of effect attack, which is good against hordes of mobs like spiders and bees, which are easy to stun lock. Oh, and she can also, Abigail can also heal at 1 point per second, just an additional note. And once Abigail has been summoned, hover your mouse over Abigail's Flower and there will be an option to rile up. This makes her aggressive towards any mob that comes near her, passive, neutral, or aggressive, and she'll roam around to try and find anything. Of course, you can right-click the flower again to soothe Abigail back to her original state. So the thing about her leveling up. So first, we're going to discuss about this thing called the Cistern. So what it does is basically speeds up her process of leveling up. The natural process is every day her health will double. So from 150 to 300 after one day, and after another day 600. But what the Cistern is doing, so you can build it, place it down on the ground, and you'll be an option for petals. Find some nearby petals and put one in each of the slots, and now, once it's fully decorated, this will speed up the process of Abigail leveling up by 4%, not 4%, basically speed up 4 times, alright? But I can't speak today for some reason. And you'll know when Abigail does level up, as you'll see, petals fly down from either side of the screen, and Wendy will say a quote saying how you're looking a bit brighter today. Also, while I'm here, I just might as well mention, Wendy loses 25% less sanity when near stuff like darkness and monsters. I guess it's just because of her morbid personality. Anyway, moving on. The next trait it says dabbles in Hector herbology. Unique to Wendy, if there's a Wendy in the world, these things called pip spooks will spawn near grave sites. Now what you have to do is talk to it and try and find lost relics of it, probably children's toys and stuff like that. You'll be able to tell when you're getting close to an item because the radius around the pip spook's head will get increasingly larger until the toy will actually come into place. The like the pips will find it, and then it will give you an item of Morning Glory. Now you have to do this about 3 to 4 times before you reap the full rewards. And once you do, you'll be rewarded with about 6 to 8 pieces of Morning Glory. I got 7 in this run though. And then you can head to the Ecto Herbology tab, and using Morning Glory and some other items, the first potion you can make is the Reventive Restorative. So basically what it does is basically an additional healing one. This one is a kind of a base one. So what it does is that like every 2 seconds it will add an additional 2 health onto the healing gain that Abby originally has, which is a nice just little boost. But that's only step 1. The next step up is the Spectral Cure All, which requires a Telltale Heart for this one, as well as 3 Morning Glory. So basically, it's the exact same one, except instead of an additional 2 health, it will be an additional 20 health, which is which is good, but it's a lot more expensive because a Telltale Heart is pretty hard to get, honestly. Next is the Unyielding Drought. Now, what this does is that so Abby originally has a shield that she can like block damage. This one just makes it a lot bigger, and she's able to like defend herself a lot more, which is nice, but wouldn't be one of the first ones I'd ever make. This next one is a pretty unique one, but again, it wouldn't be my first choice. This is the Distilled Vengeance, using a Living Log and 3 Morning Glory. It's basically like a Thorns effect that you can get in most games. So it uses the shield, but then it also gives a little extra additional damage when used. Next one is one of my favorite to use. It's called the Nightshade Nostrum. So remember how I said how Abby during the day does 15 damage, during dusk does 25, and during nighttime does 40 damage? This one makes it so she does 40 damage all day, all night. Like all dusk really, because it doesn't make a difference at nighttime. But either way, it's probably one of the best ones in my personal opinion, because it just extra damage is always great, isn't it? Next up is Vigor Mortis. So this one just adds an additional speed boost using like a bit of honey to make it. So this one just makes Abby like a lot faster. And if you are a playable ghost, you can haunt it and get an additional speed boost, but it doesn't last as long as the Vigor Mortis on Abigail. So nice little touch there, honestly. Another small mechanic is that, I mean it's one of the main ones, that Wendy does 25% less damage than the average player, like Wilson or anyone. Yeah, so like it drops a 32 damage spear to 25.5, which, yeah, honestly, yeah, it's pretty bad in some circumstances, and it's not ideal. But with additional Abby damage, that I guess that can be fixed a bit. Next is that Wendy is neutral, like ghosts are neutral towards Wendy, so they don't attack her in the slightest unless you attack them, and that's really it, nothing else. And finally is Wendy's favorite food, which is a banana pop. Now, bananas can only be found down in the caves near the Splamunky pods, but if you do go down there just to get the bananas, don't do what I did and come here during the middle of a nightmare cycle, because that is just asking for death, because this was crazy. But once you get to a more safer location, chuck the bananas in with some ice and some sticks, and you will get a lovely banana pop. I can't remember the exact stats, but I'm sure that there was 15 sanity and an extra cooldown, which is always great. And that is it, everyone. I hope everyone had a good look at what Wendy can do, and hopefully people choose her like a lot more, because honestly there has been other many Wendy players. I only know one that's a Wendy main. Anyway, that is it for me for now. Hopefully I can get that Among Us video out soon, because I really want the service to be done so I can actually unlock some of these skins, right? Anyway, have a nice day everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone!